welcome to our channel. I'm Corrin from GraceNotesStitchers. This is my little co-pilot Paris. Colleen is at work right now, so she'll join me later in the week when she can. But I've already started stitching since our last video, so I want to show you my progress. There won't be a ton because I am going to try to dye this week, and I'm getting our website up and running. I should have said this on the video that I'm putting in my group, but I'm like working on 50 people at a time, so it's going to take some time, but it's exciting and I like it. So since yesterday I got 200 more stitches into Amazing Grace. So I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I'm working on the curtain. So let me look here. It looks like I'm actually down to the fringe, so this is really kind of cool. So it's going to start to have different colors coming in, and I'll be working on the fringe, and then I'll come down and work on the gold. I'm only going to come down this far, and then I'm going to start across. So if I get to where I'm going to get, eventually we'll get to see the top of the piano. So I'll show you the cover photo because I actually brought it down right away this time. And then I'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing. So first off, I totally forgot to tell you about meeting Steph. So it was so cool. My husband loved talking to her, by the way, and he is now Steph's like biggest fan. He loves just watching them. He thinks they're hilarious. But anyway, she's definitely down to earth, but it was just neat. It was just a good experience at Keepsakes. The other lady who was working there, that was actually a little bit more memorable because I felt kind of bad. I said to her, I don't know who the lady was who was working with the fabric last year. She was staying with a man, and she's like, oh, that was me. Well, first off, I said she was super helpful and super nice. I was glad I said something nice. And then she's like, oh, that was me. I was like, oh, good. Glad I said something good. But anyway, you know, we were just kind of talking about the system there because my husband was wondering how it all worked and that kind of thing. There was only 3 of us in the shop, 3 customers, my husband, myself, and another lady wandering around. So it wasn't like we could freely talk and not feel like we were interrupting other people's shopping. So it was just really kind of cool. And you know, we were talking about Picture This Plus and all this kind of stuff. And you know, she helped me get my linen, and she was serging the linen. And you know, StitchCon, they can't serge your linen because they have way too many people there, and it would take forever, and you would never get back over to StitchCon to do your stitching. So that was kind of fun. But anyway, it was really good meeting her. And I introduced myself. I waited. I'm actually a shy person. I know I come across a little confident here on Flosstube, but that's because either you are going to watch me or you're not. My first few Flosstubes, I was terrified. But I've just come to, hey, either you like us or you don't. I'm just going to be myself. So I'm not as nervous because I'm not scared I'm going to say the wrong thing. Besides the fact that I know if I say something really stupid, I can edit it out. I know. Now you know my deep, dark secrets. Anyway, I was super nervous, but I'm like, hi, I'm Corrin. I actually just sent you and your mom fabric, and I've been chatting with your mom through email. And she's like, oh. And then she said, were you all at StitchCon? I said, yes, we were. And she goes, I knew it. She goes, I told Pam we knew these names. She said, I knew we met you all. Colleen actually got a picture with them. I took the picture, so I wasn't in the picture. But anyway, so that was kind of neat. And then, so she did remember us, kind of. But she was able to, you know, put a face to the name. And she was like, you know, can we just talk for a minute? Because we want to talk about you on our video, and can I get a little bit more information? So I was actually able to let her be like one of the first people to announce about our website, so that hopefully new people coming in, we're not going to be like, oh no, they're switching over to a whole new system. So that was cool. And you know, the current order system is through Facebook, and yeah, you guys know the drill. So that was really, really awesome. And you know, she asked if we'll be at StitchCon again. Oh, I hope, I don't know if Stephanie will watch this, but she paid me the highest compliment like ever. So she looked at me, she just glance up, but she's like, oh, so something about your mom is doing something. And she goes, are you the daughter? Or is your mom here too? I'm like, I'm the mom. But I said, I will totally take the compliment. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no. My husband likes to think that I look older than him because I have more grace. So I was like, I will take the compliment, even though I know it was just a slip. So that was kind of a good feeling. But anyway, so that's my experience at Keepsakes. It was really fun. It was good. I'll say, looking back on my trip to the Art and Creation Museum, it was fun. It was just exhausting for me during it, and that's because of my psoriatic arthritis and all of that. So the experience is good. I'm glad I went. I was probably a little too miserable during some of it, that my husband probably didn't enjoy it as much as he could. But like, I can't go to the theater. I don't know about you all as you get older. My mom can't, but I cannot go to the theater. It's too loud. Things feel like they're coming at me. I can't answer. I hope this doesn't stop my video. Things feel like they're coming at me, so I just don't go. And my husband wanted to go to the 4D theater. My kids warned me ahead of time, Mom, you will not like that. So I sat out. I went to the coffee shop. I went to the coffee shop, stood in line, got my coffee, and I went and sat in a little cafe and waited for him. I was happy. I actually played a game on my phone. He was sad because he had to go alone. But I was like, I don't want to not have you experience things. And then we went to a planetarium. Oh my gosh. I probably will not go to one again because like things are moving on you. And it was funny because they said, if you start to feel sick, close your eyes. Well, I looked at John just as they were getting ready to say that. I went, close your eyes. A lot of the time I had to close my eyes. So, and I took off my glasses just so I wouldn't see things clearly. So that's probably not an experience I will repeat. What we saw was amazing. So it's a toss-up. It's life with me. Like, this is Corrin. It's just who I am. So he takes the girls to the theater on a regular, I don't go anymore. But he was a trooper. He really put up with me and all I tried not to whine, I promise. All right. So I had a couple questions and comments. So I want to go ahead and get those out here because you know me, I forget things. So somebody asked me about 2/1 and 1/1 stitching. So 2/1 is when you use 2 threads or you loop your DMC and then you stitch over 1 instead of the 2 holes. I don't have anything. Well, I can show you on this. So traditionally on 28, 32, 36, you would skip the middle hole and use like the tic-tac-toe method. And you would use 2 strands. I use 1 strand on 36 and 40 count. So that would be called 1/2. If you use 2 strands, it's 2/2. So instead of skipping like the tic-tac-toe board, I only skip 1 hole. So mine is 2/1 and mine is tent instead of full cross because I only do the first leg of my cross stitch. And it's somewhat faster, not entirely faster because you're still having to change threads all the time. 1/1 is when you use 1 strand and you're stitching over the 1 hole, not and she did say yes, she thought that's what I was talking about, so it wasn't like, I had to go through everything with her, but just for new viewers. And then my friend reminded me, okay, I had it backwards. I knew this, but I had it backwards. So Cashel is always 28 count. Belfast is always 32 count. But that doesn't mean 32 count is always Belfast and 28 count is always Cashel. There are other linens out there. Just gonna let you guys know that. So I said it backwards because, me and my brain. So yeah, so if you have a piece of Cashel linen and you're like, oh my gosh, they wrote Cashel linen, but I have no idea what count this is, it's 28 count. Same thing, Belfast is 32. So that's just something that's handy and was very helpful to me because sometimes my things are marked with Belfast and Cashel. And along with that, Edinburgh is always 36 and Newcastle is always 40. So those are just some of their names. Brittany Lugana is 28 count. We don't really use that name, but Brittany is the name for 28 count Lugana. There's some others, not that they're necessary, but you know, just so if you see Brittany 28 count, it's not different than the 28 count Lugana that you get. I do want to clarify that these are names from Swagger, because that is the linen and Luganas and Adas that I use. All right, so I am going to sign off for now. Paris is already asleep in my chair, and we're going to go get some lunch. Talk to you later. Hi, welcome back. So last night was adventurous. I got through most of, I sent out everybody's link to join into our new website. So I got all of those emails sent out except for new people. Just everybody who was on my old spreadsheet that had gotten imported. I don't know if I said this yesterday or not. So that was good. I had some little things on the taxes that I had to check mark and uncheck and all that kind of stuff. And then I went through and I verified on my spreadsheet that I had every single person in. So that was good. Finished that up this morning. But I was able, I just, at like 10:30, 11 o'clock last night said, I'm done. I have got to cut this off because my brain's got to come down. So I got 200 more stitches in. This is Flosstube. Let's talk about Flosstube. So 200 more stitches. I should get more in today, depending, because I would like to die. I can't guarantee that's going to happen. Depends on how many people are contacting me, because I've got messages coming like from every direction, which is okay. But I finished getting people in. I input all the new people. I still have, I think there's like 8 or 9 people who didn't fill out the customer contact information but signed up for Fabric of the Month. So I have no information on them. So I had to email them, and I just gave them a link to the website. So hopefully they can sign themselves up instead of me like double doing by, you know, the whole reason we're doing the website actually. So that's cool. I am verifying everybody's clubs as they sign up, just to make sure they're getting what they want. So it is a time consuming process. So not a lot of stitching is happening, and you know, I want to die, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But you're kind of seeing the process as it's happening. I don't know if that's cool for you or not, if you've seen this before, but it's exciting for me, and it's gonna be neat. Okay, so if you're curious why the big change, okay, you all input your information into a customer contact information. I take that and I input your information into QuickBooks, and then that way I can bill you. You all look on Facebook at the albums to decide what you want, and you fill out an order form, which again, I create an invoice through QuickBooks. When we are ready to ship everything, I input the weight and everything else into a shipping program so that I can ship it out to you. So we're using Facebook, we're using Google Docs, we're using QuickBooks, and we're using a shipping program. 4 things. Now we're going to a website where you guys can put in your order, you can pay for it, there's no invoicing. They will invoice for Fabric of the Month, but they do it, and you guys pay for it, and you don't need to check with me to see if I sent you an invoice, that kind of thing. And then I just print my labels and send it to you. So it's like 1 versus 4. So this is why. Less room for errors. That's the hope. So anyway, if you're wondering, and especially if you're new, why the transition? Okay, talking about new exciting news. Last night, Becca from Sambree Stitches, I believe, on YouTube, Flosstube, gave us a nice little shout out. It's so wonderful. Becca's really sweet. I have watched her for a really long time because I love her interview with a Flosstuber, but she and I've been emailing, so it's pretty cool. And we've had a good conversation going. So that was really, really neat and really special. So if you're coming to us from Sambree, welcome. We had somebody join our Facebook group who said they came from her, and I thought that was like the coolest thing, because it was like within minutes of her video being finished and stuff. So that was cool. I think that's it, because for now it's going to be a lot of business on my end. So I apologize if our floss tube is really boring, because normally there's a lot of stitching going on. On the health front, I did get my injection on Monday. For those who are new, I have psoriatic arthritis. It's very similar to rheumatoid arthritis. So all of those commercials that you see, you know, about your, you know, you have to be tested for tuberculosis, you'll have no immune system, blah, blah, blah. That's me. But I was overdue, whole huge insurance snafu, but it got it. I'm not really feeling improvements yet, but I know in the next week or two I will. So I'm excited. I am already feeling a little less tired. So I feel like that's a huge win. Other than that, I guess I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll let you know any updates, but it's going really well. I mean, the only thing I have left is international clients, and that's because my first one, it's not letting her pick shipping. So I stopped sending out invites to international clients because I want to make sure this is all solved before I do, which is why I'm still saying it's going to be like Sunday till we get things squared away. All right, I'll see you. Well, hello, Paris and I are back. Things did not turn out like yesterday, like I had planned, but that's okay. We ended up not dying because I had so many questions with the website. I updated a few of the photos. Colleen actually took some photos. So anyway, website took most of our time, but I did get my 200 stitches in, so I wanted to show you that. This thing is coming along so nicely, and it's so pretty. And I'm doing this as a SAL. This is Amazing Grace by Tilton Crafts. I showed the cover photo at the beginning, so I'm not showing it again right now. But I'm doing this as a SAL with stitched along with Hannah from Hannah Dowling, and she sent me a photo of hers yesterday. I have to say I'm a little jealous because she's been focusing on it longer than I have, and hers is coming along so pretty. So watch her channel this coming week and you will see the update on it. She's out of the curtain. She's starting to see some window. So it's really exciting. But I'll get there. So we'll leave it at that. I am dyeing today, hence the grubby clothes. And I'm excited. We have a lot of orders. So I just wanted to get this done, not get it done quick, but I wanted to talk to you all first because the rest of my day is going to be taken with cutting, serging, dyeing. And it's exciting. It really is. I'll be able to place my first few orders through the website. So I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited. But I do want to say just a huge thank you to everybody who's been with us throughout this whole thing, because you've been really patient. I've been asked lots of questions. I've been able to help some people walk through it. Other people have figured it out on their own. And it's been great. Really, really great. And like one person I had billed last month, and she just messaged me and said, you know, you put it into the new system. So I was able to put it in the new system as a penny so that I can still see the invoice. And I put paid because I paid the penny, you know, that kind of thing. So that was really awesome. So yeah, any problems, please just contact me. It's not a big deal. It might take time to work through, like the PayPal, it's done. I can't tell you how excited I was that I woke up to like 10 PayPal payments, and it wasn't just one-offs, it was subscriptions. I was like, oh, it's fixed. I don't have to spend an hour on the phone with PayPal today. So it's just been a process, and it's been amazing, and you all are so supportive, and I just wanted to say thank you. Somebody put us on Instagram as a small business. One of you. It was so cool. And today I admitted the first person to our Facebook group who found us on Instagram. So this is like a dream. I feel like I'm living in a dream world, and it's amazing. It's wonderful. I'm still getting my stitching time in, so please don't worry about that. I can't stitch more, not because I'm busy, my hands. This is actually the best time for all of this to happen. Is my fourth finger, I do believe there's permanent damage. I can't type with that finger. I can't play piano with that finger. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not permanently damaged, that maybe once this medicine kicks in, I will start to see improvement. But my hands are so swollen. Stitching is hard. Really, really hard. So this is actually a great time to be working through all of this because, you know, paperwork is paperwork, and I can do that you know, typing 3-fingered on the one hand, especially because these are your 3 strongest fingers. So, yeah, once everything is settled, and I think I have 50 people left to migrate. I put them in, they just have to sign up. So once those 50 people have done that, then my double checking, because I'm double checking everybody's orders, because sometimes, you know, people have clicked on the wrong thing. So I'm helping them fix it, and it's okay. But once it's done, it's done. So it's exciting. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Hi, welcome back. Somebody's here. So I didn't record for the past 2 days. Crazy busy. I did get dyeing done. I got my packages ready to go out. Some are ready to go. Some went out. So I did stitch. So I'm part of the way through my 200 stitches today. So you're going to see 500. And then tomorrow I'll have another 100. Oh, goodness gracious. Whatever she's doing. I don't know. You want to show your whips? Or do you want me to go ahead? I'll show Amazing Grace. This is one you've seen the cover photo for already this video. It is coming. It is coming. So, yeah, I have about 500 since you've seen it last. And no, I'm not to the window yet. But that's okay. I'm still plugging along. And we had a really fun time on Zoom last night. We had a couple new people. So that was fun. You want to show yours? Or am I pulling that one out?
Pull that one out.
Okay. And I was strongly encouraged to bring this out. And I'm still like on the challenge to finish up my animal adventure from Daily 30. That's where obviously my 200 stitches a day, Daily 30 that I talk about is from Daily 30. So this one, I'm moving really slow. So after 300 stitches yesterday, my hands were burning. So obviously I was done. And it took me a really long time to do it. So I went back and I checked the rules for Animal Adventure, because I was like, there's no way I'm getting 1,800 stitches into this, because it's 10 stitch and I needed 900 regular stitches. It's 300 stitches or 3 hours. So I can average about 110 stitches right now, because I'm changing colors left and right. But I'm loving it. I got a lot more done in the pink dress. His arm is coming along a little bit more. The coloring in this here looks a little funny. So I don't know if he's like holding something. I'll have to look. Maybe it's a lamp, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's exciting. So that is my progress since pretty much the whole week. That's all I've worked on.
Okay.
What about you?
We'll show this.
You want to show that first?
Because I made a blanket a bit ago. It's been done. It's not like I just finished it, but I made tassels all around this thing, and this thing is ginormous.
It can fit a queen bed?
I think it's like a full twin or something.
No, full or twin.
A full twin, like the whole thing, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Entire.
When you laid it across my bed this afternoon?
I laid across, I rolled it. I was a burrito.
But I think it laid the whole width of my bed.
I've never done that, but I think I could.
So that's a queen size.
But yeah, so I tied the tassels, and it's of...
Surprise!
I know, because my coworker's like, so technically everything else is just like themed with this, and I'm like, yeah.
We have a Grogu flag in our garden now. I took her to
my
work one day
birthday.
and she goes, "Hey mom, you have a flag post."
And I'm like, it's up to you right now.
So come on up, Paris. She wants to come from underneath, and that doesn't work. All right, do you have any haul? Oh wait, you have whips.
I have whips.
I'm like skipping ahead.
I guess I'll show fans first. No cover photo needed. So some of my coworkers, like since I'm in the framing area now, they're like, "Oh, you could frame your own work," and I'm like, "You know, to work on your own stuff."
That'd be cool though.
It would be
I mean,
cool.
you get to choose it anyway.
But I got Sarah, who's had 2 years of experience, so she can do it. So right there in the center of this one, I still have not worked on more border. I'll do it underneath. So I've gotten more of like these flowers done, and I think I've worked in like these leaves and down here. So I just have like a bottom of that to do with the actual pink flower. It should be done. Or that fan should be done. Not the whole piece. Alright. Oops. Is that all your whips?
I only had 2. Like,
She just saw my bag and it's got a cute snap in there. Baby.
Paris. She's like, she is so much like a cat. Last night I was leaning over, so I guess I'll mention something about our website. I'm starting to put DMC colors up, and 14 and 18 count dyed the same. 16 is a little different.
You're shivering, Camille.
But I am putting up the DMC numbers as we're dyeing. So all these colors that we already have, I don't know the DMC equivalents. So as we're re-dyeing these colors, I'm putting those up. So anyway, I'm sitting there like holding my floss book up to these fabrics, putting these on the website. And this little one is like weaving between my ankles like a cat.
Mm-hmm. And she's got her little cat ears now.
Oh yeah, she got the little pointy ears because Leanne shaved them.
She's cold.
So do you want me to show your cover?
Yeah. And it's not cover, so it's like a sneak peek.
Yeah, it's the Frosted Pumpkin. I'm not sure. I'll dim it too, so you can see whichever.
Oh, don't smell that.
Oh, it is kind of dim. I just want to make sure it shows up for you all. So that's their sneak peek. There is no real cover photo.
So like what the part they released is like, wait, can I say?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a mermaid. She's like
She's
horizontal, her tail sticks out, and she's like, I think her arms out. And then there's 2 cute little dolphins. So the first dolphin I'm working on is, I'd stitch like 3 times. Like not the same thing over and over, like, but I had to take out and just
so did Nessa. She told us that on Zoom last night.
Okay. So not too bad.
I think that's what she said.
I love the needle minder. I got the Ada kit, so this is Nessie fabric by Pictures Plus, and it's 14 count Ada. But there's my sad little start. I didn't really get as far. Like, I think I could have gotten like a little bit more.
Can I make a comment about your Ada?
What about the Ada?
It is Picture This Plus, and I rave over Picture This Plus's Ada and like how soft it is and how much I love it, because I was in a Fabric of the Month club through
through
a website that I got several different kinds.
Something Rogue?
Rogue stitching. So I got different brands, but I got 18 count, not 14 count. So that was a very poor comparison. So I'm kind of backpedaling what I said. Because 18 count by Pictures Plus feels like those. So it's 14 count that's so soft. And it's funny because there are people who are complaining on Frosted Pumpkin, like what they can do to stiffen up the fabric. And I'm like, I absolutely love how soft it is. So it's just funny because people are different. But ours feels like that. Our 14 does. Our 18 feels like everybody else's kind of.
Yeah.
So for some reason, 14 count is just so much softer than 18 count. So that's just a side note.
I can't say that I don't mind stitching on it because
it's faster.
No, just do space. So I have to worry about like how loose my stitch.
Yeah, but it's the same size as 28/2.
And I don't know 28.
I know.
That's what Fans is, but not my favorite.
That's okay. Any other whips?
No.
Okay. So, do you have haul?
I don't have haul.
I got my first box, subscription box from Black Needle Society. So I wanted to show you the pattern because my unboxing video was only like 7 minutes. So if you're really interested in everything in the box, I'm not going to show it here because it's truly just a 7-minute video.
I sure showed everything. So
I did show everything.
If you've already watched that video, then you're going to be like, oh, I'll have to sit through it again.
Right, and I don't want anybody to have to do that. But this is Superior Bees by Summer House Stitch Works.
Oh,
I love this pattern. Ooh, there's a Gloriana conversion. I didn't even know that. And then, of course, there's this cute little accessory bag. So I just wanted you all to be able to see that if you didn't watch the video or have no interest in watching the unboxing video. You have haul?
Yes, I do.
Before we go there, my cover photo for Heroes and Heroines, for those of you who have not seen this before, I had it. And I have another piece of haul from Daily 30. You actually earn points or dollars towards prizes. Like they assign values. And it's mostly like donated patterns. It's all donated. But this finally came in the mail. I had requested this in November, December.
Oh, wow.
And they said that they were like waiting until a certain month and then they were just shipping everything at once because people were earning from each of those quarters. So you know, it's fine. It was free. I earned it. So that's cool. It's the breast cancer with hope. Anything is possible. Actually, it's a bloom of hope is the kit. I'm not sure. It says water lilies thread pack. Okay. And then my cross stitcher magazine came in the day after I recorded last time. So I had the little freebie. I must have dropped it.
Oh, I saw it up on the thing.
The little freebie is for this right here. So I did a quick glance through. You know, I don't always do that. Sometimes I'm like thumbing through it with you all. The stitch along, which you said you were going to do, right?
Wait,
maybe it's the destinations. There's Paris and Cairo.
Hmm.
So here is the destinations. Colleen's always fascinated by this Create a Classic. It's kind of cute. This one is part 2. And it's the Lighthouse. This is Cross Stitcher magazine from England.
So it is from England.
Uh-huh.
But it's not the world of cross stitching.
No, I like that one too, but I had to choose, you know.
That way.
I have a certain friend who I'm pretty sure is going to like that one.
Oh.
It's called Gone Camping. You know who you are. And this I thought you might like. It's called The World is Full of Magic. And it's sea life.
Oh, so cute.
See, did you see that face? I knew it.
Wait, I mean the dark fabric, but I could figure something out.
You know, Jamie. Yeah. So it would have
Very
some
good
modeling.
fabric.
It has some
not very
modeling.
good, but yeah.
And this is what I like. It's just so
Just change the hair
Sue
color.
Hillis.
It's Sue Hillis?
The coloring is Sue Hillis.
Yeah, she looks.
It's by Susan Bates.
I
So
would
let's not
say-
confuse that. It's only 80 by 57. I could definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
It's not a ton of back
You
stitching.
could change the dog a bit.
I could change the dog a bit.
I'd change it to Twilight because her ears are down.
Mm-hmm.
And Twilight would love looking. Well, Paris would love to look at. You know,
So
trees.
anyway, those were my highlights. And then we have added to our fantasy line. I'm going to hold them up together.
Are we opening them?
Ready?
No.
Woohoo!
And no, it's not unicorn.
It is not unicorn. I did not do unicorn today.
When I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like unicorn.
So this is called
Happily Ever After.
Yay. So
It gives me princess vibes.
it does give princess
Oh,
vibes.
with the purple in the corner. Like this one, if I had small stuff, because it's 32 count linen, I could like chop it up and like do small things. Or, because Mermaid's Tails are so crazy that I just want to use the whole piece.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to leave any of that off. But this, if I could just use that purple, like I don't know, like, oh.
So this will be going on our website tonight once I photograph it and it comes out decently. And then I kind of said that there was a possibility of a fantasy fabric of the month that at this point is not going to be.
That's just a little too crazy.
It's a little too much for me.
Yeah.
So that's just going to be taken off my plate so that it's just too much pressure. So
If 30 people want that, that's a little crazy.
yeah, I can't do that. There's no way. Just checking to make sure that's not my husband. So, Colleen came in here the other day and went, "What is going on?" But I was inspired by, and I think I mentioned this, by Pam from Just Keep Stitching, to pull out my X-Stitch app and start cataloging my patterns. And this is the reason why. I was up at my parents' and somebody put Teresa Wensler's carousel horses on a D-stash page. As far as I could remember, I had one of these. So I had Colleen come over to my shelf of patterns and start looking.
And I'm just
She's
like,
I can't find one.
One unicorn that does, I mean, carousel horse that wasn't that. So I was just like, okay, I'm not seeing them.
So then I said to her, is my green binder still in existence? Like, I don't even know if I still had this thing. And she said, yeah. Well, here they were. How many seasons are there?
4 of them.
I own all 4 of them already. So thankfully I hadn't bought them yet. But I was in a tizzy, like, you know, I wanted to buy them before somebody else did. So I'm like, please look.
But
So if you want to see them, this is the fall.
Years at least.
Oh.
20?
I've had these going on 30 years.
Okay, so she's been holding these on, and she'd be
I've
like,
had these.
"Oh, I
they
can get
were
this," but she's
$3.95.
had them, so somebody else has.
I've
the
had
chance
these
to get them.
since I was a teenager.
Okay, so
I mean, not 35 years. That makes me too old, but 30, probably 30 years. Just depends. I can't remember if I was married or not.
That makes so much sense. The gold is so pretty. The winter, I think it's wintry because I mean it's holly.
This could look good on this. That would just bring it to life.
Maybe. But like the skirt of the horse.
Can you imagine what that would look like on this?
I love carousel. Like not.
That would be awesome because
You want to do it on that?
I don't know. It would just really bring it out.
Because yeah, it's all I don't say muted colors, but there's just faint pinks in there.
The faint pinks are behind the stitching.
Right. Like it's.
I'm curious if that's just too busy for it or not. I don't know. It's a thought. It's not coming anytime soon. I'm in no new starts. So anyway, I started going through this just to see what all was in here. And I'm finding things that I had model stitched once upon a time. Companies that I totally forgot that I had model stitched for.
I don't have time to model stitch.
So this I had model stitched for DJ's Dreams. I have no idea. I didn't even look her up to see if she's still designing. But she had done other ones, like different colors. And I think I did one other, but I don't know that I have the chart that has my name on it. So that was really cool. So this one is digital. That does not have my name on it. Yeah, that's 100% full coverage. You know, I did full coverage
there, model
before.
stitched by Corrin Simpson. Oh.
This is another one, Deb B's Design. One word though. It's Deb and then the word B by Debbie Rowley. I don't know if she's still designing or not, but looks what it says.
Modeled, expertly stitched.
Yep. So that is actually my model on the front. It's called Dad's Bank. So I totally forgot I had stitched for her. And I know that I see her patterns all the time. It's Joanne Gattenby of X's and O's. She does her artwork based on Daniela Oey, O-E-Y. So I stitched all three of these. It's pretty cool. And, you know, I sent them back. So I remember this now. Like, I knew I stitched several things for her. And I could not remember for the life of me what else. This is the one my husband's really sore over because that crown is Krynick, and it was my first time working with Krynick, and you know, he just absolutely adored this pattern. So Colleen said one day she will stitch it.
It was really tiny,
but it says crazy. Cover model stitched by Corrin Simpson. Yeah, it's only 73 by 86, but it is extremely, oh my gosh,
that's like
heavy confetti.
Yeah,
like heavy confetti. This took me some time, but guess what? I have news. We're doing a giveaway today.
Why? You have two of them?
I have two.
Okay.
So
why did you have two all this time?
I didn't know I had two all this time. One was in the binder, one was not.
Okay.
So anyway, if you say the word frog, you can win this. So.
And then just hold on to it, and when I say I'll stitch it, you can stitch or stitch
Stitch along with her when she's ready. Yeah.
Because I don't have time to do it for Dad's birthday. Maybe
I thought you might like this. That's why that's here. But
that's like cute, but that's crazy.
So I had done some dimensions. This one's hanging upstairs.
Okay,
there's another one right here. I can't show these because they're just the patterns.
Kitties that play.
If you've ever heard of Something in Common, I had stitched for them. There's a couple here that I had stitched for them. Waxing Moon Designs. I can't remember what I stitched for them. I didn't keep a copy of it. Ladybug Lane. I think that's it. Those are the ones that I stitched for the most. Oh, and then this one. Bygone Era? Is that old? So this is Robin Lynn Designs for Old Willow Design Group. That's why I have all those Old Willow threads. So anyway, I can't show you these because
they're just the patterns.
They're just the patterns. So anyway, those are some of the people that I used to stitch for, and I have I don't have pictures because it was
Yeah,
way
way
before
back
the
when.
digital era. But anyway, I thought you guys might find that fun. I mean, I found it fun digging through it. Any other things? You went ice skating again?
Mm-hmm. I didn't fall, and I tried skating backwards, and I also tried like the spinning. Like I just
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Work tomorrow. I think I'm getting my hours back because I work 2 days in a row till 5. So I don't have a cupcake shift anymore, Dad.
Yeah, my husband always would say
You
you
got
work
like
10 to 4 or
3,
something, or
like,
9 to 3, and he'd be like, "That's a
Well,
cupcake
I did
shift."
10 to 3 one time. It's usually a 9 to 3.
Yeah, and he's like, "Cupcake shift."
And I'm like,
Yeah.
like I worked. Most of the time it's on register. Ugh.
So plans? What are you stitching on?
I'll do some fan work. I gotta work on my fans for my fans.
Well, she's got to get them that to StitchCon.
I know. And I'm working in the framing area, and I can't look at mats because mine won't need a mat. Like just seeing it framed, like in the cover photo and stuff, or the model stitched. But there's like this bamboo frame, but we have like out of stock ones. So and it looks so pretty. I mean, we have a silver and a gold. I definitely wouldn't do gold because I don't like gold. The silver I would just, if it's finished, I could like hold it up, but there's also a black one. The frame, like it's got like some just like throughout
Silver
it.
won't
and
look
it's
good with that.
I know, that's why I'm like, the black would look amazing because it's black stitching. So I'm thinking, if that one's not back, then, because again, like when we're discussing with people, they're like, it could be a week or it could be months. So I don't want to have my heart set on that, but there's this other one I like, so.
But she wants it framed to go to StitchCon.
And it's gonna have the museum glass, and it's gonna have the bumpers, and just I'm really
She's
learning
all
stuff.
fans.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm working on Amazing Grace.
Okay.
200 stitches every day. I am going to try to finish up my stitches I need in here tonight, and then maybe a little bit more tomorrow. Then I have to do 300 in my Alice in Wonderland stitch along and 300 in my coffee if I am to make the animal
Is your coffee
adventure.
the Life Begins After Coffee?
I'm so close
Before?
to finishing that.
Life Begins After Coffee.
After coffee. And then I have to decide if I don't make it this month, am I just giving up?
You're just gonna give up?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, really, I do want to push for it. I was able to get rings on today. It's the first time I'm wearing my rings in like months.
Oof.
But the problem is I already can't get them off again. So some swelling went down, but it came right back. So hopefully that'll be going away soon. And then again, it's the swelling that's making it hard for me to stitch like I normally stitch. So it is what it is, and I'm just waiting for my meds to kick in.
Little babies.
I'm working at our website. Colleen's gonna work on making it pretty.
Yeah.
Gotta start doing that. I was working on photos, and I want to be honest, if you do see some of our photos, when you click on things and you see a photo like under 32 count linen, when I get the best picture, it's when I take it on my brown table. So then I have to crop it to cut out the table, because that's when you get the best color. But then you crop it, and when you crop it, then it zooms in and it distorts the color. So for now, I am not going to put thumbnail pictures for all of them, because I had started, but you won't be seeing that because I still feel like it's not accurate, but the DMC is accurate. 2, sometimes 3 of us are like staring over that, and we use a white light, and like we're really being careful.
There isn't wrinkles in this, maybe, but no. So we
It's still a little
figured
damp.
out what we are gonna have, like how we're gonna deal with the wrinkles in the fabrics, but we still have not found the perfect thing to photograph our pictures. Like that's what we're still kind of like.
Yeah, and I mean, my husband at one point thought maybe a light box, but
That'll just wash it out.
exactly, light box is great for solid things. Yeah, for food and even jewelry.
Oh yeah, jewelry. Because it just
But-
glimmers off of stuff.
Yeah, fabric is really hard to photograph.
Yep.
And I mean, I know I go to all kinds of websites and they say this is the best that we can do, you know, in much nicer words. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But we do want to say thank you for sticking with us through the whole change with our website.
Mm-hmm.
We still have 30 some people who have to get their Fabric of the Month re-signed up for, because I don't want them to get billed through the other program and this program. So I'm deleting as we go. That's just behind the scenes things. But
we have so many more people, so welcome at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We've had new people sign up, and we greatly appreciate that. We're excited. Just thank you for sticking with us through our videos. I know this week I spoke a lot about our new website because that's what I've been doing. This week, not going to be so much. Like, I knew it was going to be a crazy time of learning and rolling it out. But this week is going to be a whole lot more relaxed. I mean, I don't feel any pressure anymore. Yeah, so that's, to me now, it's just day by day, going back to normal, kind of. I did email people today just to try to get, in case it went to their spam mail, like, to get it. But yeah, thank you for sticking with us through the transition with that. Post your photos on Facebook of all your GraceNotesFabrics that you're stitching on. We love to see it, especially my husband.
Oh, yeah.
But also, thank you to the Flosstubers who have been mentioning us. Like, our group has just grown this week, past 2 weeks, and it's just, the love is amazing. We feel loved. That's all I can say. It's been fun, and it's neat to make new friends. All right. Anything else that you want to add?
Puppy from down here says happy stitching.
Okay. Happy stitching.